All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. From wherever you're joining from, guys. Okay, so market has been, very bearish this morning, very bearish this morning, and all of that. Okay, few trades, most especially those to the upside hits, stop losses and all of that. Currently, I'm looking at this RLC token. Okay, I was able to catch the trade, but it seems the 50 moving average has been a very strong support at the moment. So this candle, this particular 1 hour candle closes in the next 7 or 8 minutes. Let's see, the reaction we're going to get there. Let me see the 15 minutes time frame. Let's see the reaction we're going to get there. On the 15 minutes, okay, the 200 is the one that we are using. The 200 moving average is the one we are using as support. All right, as you can see, that nice rejection from that 200 moving average. Let's just pay attention to this and see what happens. Okay, already profit has been secured, stop loss has been moved to somewhere around here. So let's see if it continues to go down, fine. If not, we go ahead and lose, accept stop losses and all of that and proceed further. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is, if you have questions, you have the tokens you are looking at, okay, you want to trade and all of that, please put them on the chat. Okay, put them on the chat and I will be looking at them for you. All right, but while you do that, I have few tokens that we probably need to look at together. All right, CHZ is the one I want to look at this morning too. Yeah, Madam Alice, it's nice having you here. Happy New Year to you too. It's been a while. Yeah, you made some money now, so you went to chop your money and forgot us, right? So you made some money, you went on a vacation, went to chop your money, and you forgot us.
My leader is not so. He's well. Good to be back anyway.
You're welcome back. You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, for CSG, let me do 4 hours, guys. Let me do 4 hours so that we'll be able to see clearly. Yeah. CSG. This candle just opened on the 4 hours time frame. If I look at 1 hour, so it seems to have a support around that area. But if we break below that area, right? If we break below that area, then we can be shorting this market, right? If we break below that area, then we can be shorting this market. But for now, no entry yet. Okay, no entry yet. But if we do break below, then we can be looking for shorts. All right, if we do break below, we can be looking for sure. So these are some of the tokens I have on my watch list that I'm actually looking at, taking trades on and all of that. So let me see what happened with this token. Currently, okay, let me go to the 15 minutes time frame. Let's go lower and see what happens there. So on the 15 minutes time frame, if I get, something like this, then I can start looking for short. All right, I can start looking for short. But for now, nothing else. For now, let's just be looking and see what happens, okay? For CAZ, that's not a buy, but if we do reject from this area, maybe I see an engulfing candle, bullish engulfing candle and all of that, I can start looking for long from here. But it's both ways, okay? Any of these areas, I'm going to be looking, for buys and all of that. So let's just see how that plays out, guys. Let's see how this thing will play out. That is for CSZ. It's both ways. We can either sell or buy, but right now we need to wait for this. Okay, we need to wait for how this area plays out and all of that. If we do get a bounce from here, get some bullish signals here, then we can be looking for buy. But right now, nothing yet. Okay, nothing on CSZ. So that's basically what I'm looking at. And then I sent to see what's it called? CSTI, right? Yeah, this is what I'm looking at for CSTI. If I go to even the 1 hour time frame too, So 50 moving average two with that support line down there, okay? 50 moving average two has been holding on very strong. We bounce from there, came bounce up again, bounce up again, and all of that. So that's why I'm looking for long for this particular pair. All right. One thing I want you guys to understand is that despite the fact that BTC is going down, okay, it doesn't mean that every other altcoin. In fact, right now, one BTC have a base and it start consolidating, you'll see that it will not give, a whole lot of strength to altcoins to start pumping and all of that. All right. So don't be shorting blindly. Don't be shorting blindly, okay? And all of that. So don't be shorting blindly. That's basically what I'm looking at for this particular token. So if you are not in that trade already, you can wait. Maybe if we do get down to that level, okay, my entry is around that 254, 0.254 area. Okay, you can wait to get it even down there to 0.247 and all of that. That's basically if you want to. Okay, if you want to long and put your stop loss very close in case we go below that area. Right? I want to put my stop loss below that 200 moving average and see how this thing will play out. All right, and see how this thing will play out. Okay, so that is for the CTSI. Okay. And then I have in a lot of tokens, TRS. I like trading TRS on the spot because TRS doesn't move at all. All right. But it's one of those tokens that I'm looking at USDT. Okay. TRS, I don't like this token is too wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay. TRS, I don't like trading this token because you can hold it and it will remain there for days without moving. The price can remain for days without moving and all of that. But for now, I don't have any intention of trading this particular token. Okay, I don't have any intention of trading the TRX at the moment. All right. And then UMA is equally another one, UMA. And I'm very bullish on UMA. So let's see. Yeah, look at that. Okay. UMA is equal on that token that I'm bullish on. I took advantage of it this morning. I think at this candle, right? I took advantage of this at this candle, and then I closed it. Right now, I'm just waiting for confirmation. I need this candle to close above this level, this channel that I drew here. If we have this candle close above this area, then maybe I can start looking for long. All right, maybe I can start looking for long going forward. But if it doesn't happen, okay, another thing I'm looking at for the UMA is if it doesn't happen, maybe we'll come get another leg here with a rejection, and then I can start looking, to long this token back up. For this particular one, okay, I'm just very much bullish on it. For this particular one, I'm very much bullish on this, right? So that's basically what I'm looking at for UMA. Let me know on the chat, okay, whatever token you're looking at. The boss is here too. He will equally share his screen when he's ready. Okay, he will equally share his screen when he's ready. All right. Another token that I want you to equally pay attention to is cover. Okay. So my major area of taking a long trade will be around that 67 cent level, okay? 67 cent and all of that. But if we do get up to that 200 moving average and all of that, then I will be looking for short. Right now, I'm not doing anything, okay? I'm not taking any action at the moment. I'll get my short if we kiss that 200 moving average again, then I'll get a long if we reject at this area, which we have been rejecting all this while. If we get a rejection back down again, I'll be looking for long for cover. All right, let me see the daily time frame. Yeah. So if I get back this token back there and all of that, I should be looking for long. But it all depends. If today's candle closes above these levels that I'm looking at, then guys, it is a long trade for cover. Okay, it is a long trade for cover. Then Audi just disappointed us by hitting stop loss this morning. Yeah, but I'm still looking for ways to re-enter this trade. So let me just clear this stuff here. Yeah, I'm still looking for entries for this particular trade. So what I'm not looking for this time around is around this area, right? What I'm looking for around this time for this particular token. So Fibonacci, let me take that from down here up there. Okay, I'm waiting to buy from this level here, right? So if what they can come down to 45, to 43, down there, I'll be looking for buys. Okay, I'll be looking for buys. All right, it hit my stop loss. I would have shorted it, but I just decided to let go. All right, I would have shorted the token, but I just decided to let go. So let's just see how this plays out. It's still going down, right? With full force. It's still going down with full force. So for Audi, I'll be looking to buy back at that level. I don't want to revenge the trade. So I'll be looking to buy back when we get down to, that level of $45, $43. That's when I'm looking to buy Audi. Okay. Yeah. For King Myro, let's look at the Myro stuff. I think Myro is newly listed, right? Yeah, it's newly listed and it's even available for spot. Wow. Okay, let's look at the spot chart for this. Let's look at the spot chart for this. Let me see if I can get more data for Myro. I'm on the daily. Let's go to. Okay, let me look at another chart. Which one will I look at? Mexi. Token. Where was this token listed first before Bybit? I think the listing for this particular token happened the same day, right? Okay. Yeah, KuCoin, we'll have more data on KuCoin. So we'll have more data on KuCoin. Let's use KuCoin, okay? We have more data on KuCoin. All right. So for Myro, currently we are at a support. Okay. We are at this support area right now. This was previously resistance, and right now that's where we are seated. Okay. That's where we are seated and all of that. So if that level holds, okay, if this level here holds, then we should be looking for long. But if it doesn't hold, then anything that make this thing to break below this level, okay, as you can see here, the moving averages are facing, sloping downward and all of that. So it means that if we get another massive engulfing candle, all right, just like this particular big fat candle you have here, this big red candle, we'll get another one that closes below this area, then you can see 50 moving average. Maybe this will occur. Okay, the dead cross here will occur and all of that. So for this token, don't do anything yet. No long, no short. Okay, if we break below this area, then you short. But if we do get a rejection from here, you can start looking for long. All right. So for Myro, if we do get a rejection from here, you can start looking for long. But if we do break below this area here, this particular support area that we're looking at, then we can start looking, for short. And then you can short this thing to around 10 cents or thereabout. All right. So just pay attention to it and let's see, let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens between now till this weekend and all of that. Let's just see what happens here. All right. So that's basically what I'm looking at for Myro. Yeah, that's basically, if we do reject, if you see a sign for a bull, okay, to buy, then you can target that level up there. If not, once we break below this level here, we are going to short, okay? Take a short on this particular trade if you see any sign for that, okay? Yeah, so which other token again should we look at right now? I'm looking for a token that will be very bullish, okay, very volatile for scalping. Currently, I just want to scalp. I want to try at 50x leverage. And I'm looking for a token that will just give me, a whole lot with just a 50, a one, like a 0.5% move actually. 50x leverage, 0.5 would be how many percent? 0.5 with a 50x leverage would be, who are the mathematicians? Okay, the mathematicians, they has let me know when you use 50x leverage and a particular asset you are trading moves by 0.5. Okay, how many percent will you get with a 50x leverage? Let me know on the chart. Okay, how many percent will you get with a 50x leverage? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, guys. Look at this thing. Look at this thing, guys. What's happening? Who is pursuing this one? Why is this so bullish? Okay, so for this is multi, right? Is multi coin and all of that. So for this particular coin, let's check the 1 hour time frame and see. So we do have a support around that 1.75, and currently we are 1.65, and then we'll have, sorry, a resistance up there, and then we'll have this support level down there. Okay. So we just need to wait and see how this token play out. There is no need to rush into this thing yet. Okay, this token just started moving. I don't know why it's so bullish this morning, but this is just to point out the fact that why BTC and some other major tokens be dumping. Okay, you'll see a whole lot of these tokens with low market cap pumping. Okay, so low market cap tokens would definitely be pumping. So if you are lucky, all right, and you get into an asset when it has not started pumping, all right. For instance, if I look at this multi stuff, let me see, what's it even about? Let me check. Who knows about this token? Can you let us know? Multi-chain, all right. Multi is multi-chain. I believe it's a blockchain of its own. Look at that. Look at that move, guys. Look at that move. Look at that move. Look at that move. Okay, but I'll be shorting this token if we do get to that 1.75. I want to take a quick shot. I think this should be able to give me the what I'm looking for. All right. Let me check on Bybit if I can get up to 50x on that stuff. Or 25x at most, I think. Okay, so for multi-chain, let's see. What do I have here? Okay, multi-chain was previously known as AnySwap, okay? And then it claims to be the ultimate router for Web3 and has positioned itself as an infrastructure developed by, arbitrary cross-chain interaction, okay? That is as claimed in the, whoa. I'm here reading stuff. Okay, guys, yeah, that's what I'm looking at, okay? I want to take a quick scalp here. And basically what I'm going to do is set a limit order. Once it hits that level, maybe this drop alone would have given, with a 50x level, just imagine what this thing would have given. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick scalp here. Remember, I'm going against the trend, right? And all of that. I don't know what is pushing this thing right now. I don't know what is pushing this thing right now, but let me see if I can, take some money from them by just scalping this token right now, guys. Oh, browser has collapsed. Shit. Yeah. Look at that nice rejection. Okay. Look at that nice rejection, guys. Look at that nice rejection at that level. I believe we'll still shoot up to that level again. So let's take advantage of that. So let me do 756 for my limit order. Okay, so with Bybit, the highest you can go is 16x leverage. Okay, it's 16x leverage. That's the highest you can go. You can't go more than that. That's 16.67. So I'll go with the highest leverage and do cross margin. So I'm just doing, I'll do like a 60% move if possible. And I will open a short trade for that. Let's see if that will trigger. Okay, let's see if that will trigger. 7.5 is what I'm doing. Seven five is what I'm doing for this token. Let's see what happens, guys. I was busy reading stuff when this thing was just doing its own village thing. Yeah. And we get to 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5 is what I'm looking for. 1.75, 1.75, 1.75. Can we get up there, man? 1.75. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, this thing. Oh. Okay, this thing is not giving me what I wanted. Not giving me what I want. So should I FOMO and do market order? Right? Who is with me? Should I FOMO and do market order on this token? On the 15 minutes, the next candle will open. The next candle opens in 40 seconds. Should I FOMO and do market order? If you are with me, just let me know. Should I FOMO and do market order in this token? Who is with me on this? Should I FOMO and okay, 250%? Okay, leverage stream, yeah. So if the market move by 0.5, that is 250%. You can imagine that, right? So that's basically it. So 0.5% will be 250%. And if you look at this thing, say, it's even more than that 0.5% that I'm looking at. This is 1.9%. All right. Let's assume that we entered market order here. Right now, the current price, you would have closed with a 50x leverage. But this particular token will not give us 50x leverage, right? It won't give us 50x leverage. Yeah. You see why I wanted to FOMO and market order and all of that. But none of you answered me now. So I did not FOMO. My limit order is still pending. None of you answered me. Everybody's afraid. Look. Okay, but let's wait and see. I don't know. Maybe we can shoot up to that 7.5, but I doubt because we've had like
Me,
how many times.
I don't raise hand already. I don't raise hand already. Who hold the abeg? Make you believe am now. Wetin be this one?
So yeah, we would have done market order. This thing would have gone away seriously. Would have done market
Like,
order. It would have
damn.
16x leverage. Okay, 16, that's the highest leverage you can go with this. But let's just wait. My limit order is still pending anyways. With a 16x leverage and this thing moves by 1%, 1% should be around 16x leverage. This thing moves by 1%, that is around 9 mathematics. Okay, 175. Let's see if we can get that 175 and see what happens. 175, right? 175. Let's see how that will go. If we can get up there. No, I don't know what is making this token to pump. Let me check their Twitter and see what's going on. Uh, okay, can't find any information yet. This. If you are trading this token, just be careful, okay? So that you don't get squeezed and all of that. Okay, I want to adjust my stuff to 172 and see what happens. I'll adjust my trade to 172 and see what happens, okay? Let's see if that will play out. All right, so I'm going to pay attention to this token. I will try to trade it as much as I can. If possible, I will do market order and all of that. Let me see if I can siphon some money from this. Okay, if I can siphon some money from this, that will be it for me for today. All right, I'll just do, even if it is this up and down move, and all of that. Let's see if we can do as much as we can on this coin. 172 now is my entering target for this. Okay, why I wait on this thing to play out? Boss, if you have anything to share with us, go ahead. And while I wait for this thing to play out, okay? Anything to share with us, go ahead. I just want to see if this thing can give me small money. And
Hi guys, GM. Hope everyone is doing okay. Yeah. So
We are not doing okay.
why are you not doing okay?
And this red, where they come up from, like all these deep, God of mercy. Before I
Is
say,
is
make I go come back, come out, go buy wetin I go chop, come back, I just see everywhere don red.
I'll
I'm
say
really enjoying the red though, to be honest.
I'll say you did not liquidate your account.
No, I didn't expect this deep at all. I didn't expect this deep. Like the whole thing was just going down.
I'm like I said, I'm enjoying the red though. If we were on call yesterday, there was some things I said. Let me share my
Yes,
screen.
yes,
There was
I missed yesterday's Zoom video meeting. I missed yesterday's Zoom video. That was one of the issues. Wow.
okay, because we were saying what we were talking about is that, sorry, let me need to minimize this stuff here. So what we're talking about is that we're kind of expecting a dip from BTC, but we were saying, or I was saying that I was going to be patient because yesterday was around here, it was around maybe 40K, 41K. So I was saying that this support is a very key support. So I would wait for this support, and then if this support holds and we see BTC going back up, then I'll look for longs. But if this support breaks down and it goes below this level, then I'll look for shorts. So it was as simple as that. And although I wasn't really on my PC a lot yesterday, but I saw that it was going down. But luckily, it didn't go down like ASAP. It has been going down little by little by little. So it just gave us chances to get on short trades. Like I think between yesterday night and this morning, I've dropped two trades. One is AVAX and one is SAT. They are both short trades and they are both printing. They both printed at least 50% profit. So I've even been working hard to look for all I'm looking for right now is short trades. Short trades. It's very good short trades that will give me some profits before BTC stabilizes. So what I'm looking at, I kind of like the fact that BTC hasn't crashed down. Like we've been seeing it little by little. Each candle is going down, going down, it's going down. Yesterday night, maybe very early this morning, we even saw a green candle. But then I knew it was just delaying. It's just moving little by little. So right now it's around 39,179. So this line I drew, this maybe kind of maybe a support around 38,132. That's the least that BTC will get to, right? I'm not saying BTC will go there and stop, but at this point, I'm 100% sure that BTC is going to get to that point. Now, if it gets to that point, we might even still see it go down, maybe even go to this area of maybe 36K, but I'm not so sure of that. It depends on how buyers come into the market. If we see buyers like coming in en masse and picking up the dips. So it depends. But at the very least, I know BTC is going to get to this 38,132 level. Excuse me. So what I've just been trying to do is look for short trades so that if BTC is getting to that level, as BTC is dumping, because I didn't get on BTC early, so I'm not really trying to get on BTC anymore. This would have been a nice position to get into the short trade around 41, 500 to maybe 41,000. But since I didn't get in on BTC, what I've just been looking for is I've been looking for short opportunities. I've seen a few of them, but I'm kind of looking for optimal opportunities. So let's look at AVAX. Where's AVAX? Yeah, this is AVAX. Yeah, so AVAX is almost at our first take profit. AVAX is almost at our first take profit. Yeah, so I entered around 29, around 29.7 or 29.5. I don't really remember, somewhere around there. And you can see why I entered AVAX because even though the allowance, the points BTC is probably going to dump to is not so large, but you can see that the next major support for AVAX is a long way away, somewhere around 22, maybe around 22, 23, right? So that's why I got on AVAX because for BTC to dump to that 38K level, AVAX is going to get to at least our TP2. That's 25. But I really doubt it's just going to stop there. It's most likely going to get to at least 23, 23.9. That's our third take profit point. So I think at this point it has even touched it has touched our first take profit. So that's a good one for everyone who managed to get on the trade. Yeah, so that's that for AVAX. So the second one I got on is SAT. Let me share. Second one I got on is SAT. I'm really sad that I only managed to get on 2 short trades, but I don't think it's too late. I'm still looking hard for trades. So you can see why I got on SAT. Once you look at the chart, you can see why I got on it. So because of this huge dildo candle that went up, now you can see that once it breaks below this support, which obviously is going to do, I got on it around here, yeah. I entered around here, is on the way to our first take profit. Because of this huge big candle that went up, there's potential for another huge red candle to take it back to this support, right? So once BTC breaks below that level, once it's going below 39K, SAT is flying down, like flying all the way. Like there's no support around all this area. See, the law of support and resistance is a very, very important factor that you always have to consider when you're trading. Um, the markets, right? The charts, they always follow the law of support and resistance. They always do. Like every single asset you look at always follows support and resistance in everything, whether it's forex, whether it's stocks, whether it's crypto you're trading. Support and resistance is very important. So as long as this asset does not find any support around here, it's going to find its way down to this level, right? But at the very least, maybe it could. I don't really see any scenario where it stops at even TP2 or TP1. I don't think it's possible. You can see it's already flying down, and BTC hasn't even gone down so far, but SAT is already flying down. So yeah, so that's the second trade I'm on. So I'm still looking at some other possible trades I could get on. I don't like assets like this where there's support everywhere for it to fall back to. See, if you look at this one, there's already a support here. So this is not really a big move from where it is right now to where it could possibly get to. So that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like huge swings, right? This is sad. I think I looked at big time. I looked at big time. Big time might be something we should look at. So let me look at this. Also, you can see that almost everything we've looked at is really bearish because you can see the death cross. Sorry, you can see the death cross here. So for those who don't know what the death cross is, the death cross is when the larger moving average, in this case, I'm using a 50-day moving average and sorry, the 50 moving average and 200 moving average. So the death cross is as the 200 moving average, which is the red you can say it has crossed above the 50 moving average. So that's a death cross. So death crosses are usually bearish while golden crosses are bullish. You can see these points where the green line was above the red one. So you can see that all around these points, the asset was bullish, right? The asset was bullish up to here, up to around this area where it's crossed, right? So everything we're looking at is really bearish right now. So all we are looking, me, I'm not at this point, I'm not looking for shorts, for longs at all. All I'm looking for is short trades, right? OSAT has even destroyed yeah, damn, this is a very large SAT is around 80% profit right now from that's crazy. Yeah, that's a great trade anyway. So as I was saying, I'm looking at big time. Looking at big time. This token has never, yeah, it has never been a good long for me. So maybe it will be a good short. Maybe. Um Maybe it will be a good short but how far can it go really? I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. So we'll move on. Let's see. Now I don't like this. There's there's just a support level close by. I'm looking for stocks that have their support levels so far away. So far away. This looks interesting. Yeah, so let's see if we can. Let me see if this makes sense. Let me see if this makes sense. So generally, like I think I already mentioned before some time ago, like I don't like to trade against the trend. So the trend right now is that BTC is dumping. So like yeah, I'm just trying to take advantage of it. This is not so bad. This is not so bad. It's a good risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward is around 3.74. It's actually a very good risk to reward ratio. Maybe TP1 would be somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere around here. TP2 would be somewhere around here. And TP3 will be somewhere around here. So I think I'll come back to this. This looks potentially like a good short setup potentially. Yeah, so Rune USDT. Let me look at ARC. I think I already ran a setup for ARC and it's already at my take profit one. Yeah, so I think I'm too late on this. I think I'm too late on ARC. But it would still go below this level anyway. But yeah, let's look at something else. I was also looking at Bonk. I was also looking at shorting Bonk. Yeah, Bonk might give some good rewards because all this there's no major or key support or resistance um in these areas. So I don't know if we see a big dump from BTC. We see a big dump from BTC, we might see Bonk going to as low as 0.06, something like that. So yeah. Let's go back to BTC. Right, let's go back to BTC. Let's go back to BTC. AVAX is at our first take profit. So yeah, congrats to all those who got on it. BTC is at 39K, yeah. So the thing with BTC is that as much as I said it might get to 38, it might get to this 38, it would, not might, as I said, it would 100% get to 38,132. It might not stop there, right? It might get to 36K. Eventually, we might even see a dump to even 35K or 34K. So on your short trades, don't look to close early, right? What you should do with your short trades is just like this AVAX now, right? You shouldn't look to close the trade because you've gotten to CP1 because it potentially has a long way to run. If you see BTC going to 36K, this is definitely going to hit its final take profit. So what you should do is, as we've gotten to TP1, move your stop loss to your entry price. First of all, move your stop loss to your entry price, right? Or even into profits. What I usually do is I move my stop loss into profits, a little bit into profits, right? That's what I usually do. And then you start securing profits, secure some profits here, maybe 10, 20, 25%, as much as you want. Then you wait for it to get to your TP2. You secure more profits, maybe like 20, 25, maybe even 50%. Same thing at TP3. So you just keep going. And when it gets to TP2, right, then you move your stop loss to TP1. Yeah. So in case there's a reversal, because you know how BTC is. Sometimes you might just see a reversal and you see a very bullish engulfing candle that will start taking everything back off immediately. You can't predict the market, so you always have to manage your risks. So once you get to TP1, right? Once you get to TP1, you move your stop loss to your entry price or a little bit into profit. Once you get to TP2, you move your stop loss here to TP1. Once you get to TP3, you move your stop loss to TP2. So that way you're managing your losses and you're not having, sorry, not loss, you're managing your profits and you're managing your trade. So it's not going to be like you've gotten to TP2 and then in the end there's a reversal and you end up not making any profits because BTC comes and closes your trade at because maybe an engulfing candle happens and your trade closes at the entry price. So what I advise, not just with this trade, with all your trades, always try to manage your profits, right? Once you get to your first take profits, you secure, even if it's a little, even if it's 5%, even if it's 10%, depending on your margin. If your margin is large, you can secure as much as 20, 25, right? When you get to TP2, you move your stop loss. That's when the price gets to TP2, you secure more profits and move your stop loss to TP1, right? When you get to TP3, you secure more profits and move your stop loss to TP2. So that's how I typically trade. And yeah, it works for me. So I would advise everyone trades like that. Just always look to manage your trades. On the other hand, if you don't want to take profits because maybe you're expecting it to go as low as TP1, sorry, to go as low as our final TP, you can just be moving your stop loss, right? So when you get to TP1, you can just move your stop loss here. Even if you don't want to secure some profit at TP1, you just move your stop loss a bit. When you get to TP2, you also move your stop loss, right? You also move your stop loss. Moving your stop loss is just so that if something happens and the trade closes, right? If there's a reversal candle and the trade closes, you are still going to be in profit. The trade is still going to be in profit for you. And it also gives you the chance to hold that trade maybe up to your final, your TP3, wherever, right? So as your trade is moving, as the price is moving, you keep moving your stop loss. That's how it works. For me, I would advise that as your trade is moving, as you're getting to TP1, you take some profits, move your stop loss. At TP2, you take more profits, move your stop loss to TP1. At TP3, you take more profits, move your stop loss to TP2, and then you wait for the final take profit, right? So yeah, that's just what's going on. Okay, BTC got below, it got below 30, it got below 39K up to 38,800, and then it's going back up. It just it's not going back up, sorry, it just reversed a very tiny little bit. So what this small upward moves, it's not even an upward move really. But what these small moves enable you to do is just to get on more short trades. Because if BTC just starts flying down, right? If BTC just starts flying down like ASAP, it won't give you an opportunity to get on short trades. But the fact that it's going slowly, it's just giving you an opportunity to look for shorts and then try to get on more short trades. Because, like I said, for sure, 100%, 1000%, 1,000,000,000%, whatever is going to get to this 38,132 level, right? That's just the start. I don't know if at this level it would reverse, possibly, or what is more likely is that it might keep going lower, might see something like 37K, 37,500, maybe even 36K, 36,026, something like that, right? So manage your trades. I'm still going to, as I'm speaking with you, I'm still going to be looking for, right? I'm still going to be looking for more short opportunities, and I'll be dropping them in the Telegram. So yeah, I think that's all for now. So I was saying my strategy for this dip, I think I've mentioned before that I really like to see dips in the market, right? One is very, very good. Like after some good pumps like this, BTC pumps a lot, right? BTC went from 27K um to 49K. That's that's an that's an almost 100% move from Bitcoin in just 3 months, right? In just 3 months. So its corrections are really good for the market. It's not a sign of anything is going bad. It's not a bad thing. And as futures traders, we have to get used to the fact that we are not always looking for longs, long or short, whatever is happening. All we are just trying to do is to make profits, right? So long is not good, short is not good. They are both just normal, right? So what I'm trying to do to take advantage of this dip is, first of all, I want to make as much profits as I can from the dips. As BTC is dumping, that's why I'm trying to get on as many short trades as possible, so I can make profits. Now, once BTC dumps to a level and stabilizes, what I would do and what I would advise you to do is to start to look for these very good assets, very good potential assets, right? These bullish assets, and start buying them. Not necessarily on futures, because you might not know if BTC would still go down more. But as soon as BTC stabilizes, the profits you've made from shorting the market, now you take it to spot and buy these things. Because what the dip does for you, why I always say I buy dips, is these very good assets, you're now able to get them at giveaway prices. A simple example is Solana. Solana got to 125, and I'm sure some people were trying to buy Solana at 115, 110, even maybe 98, right? But now look at Solana. Solana is at 80, 100% at some point this year, maybe in the next few months, maybe even in the next 1 month. Solana is going to go back to 100, it's going to go back to even 120. What does that tell you? It just tells you that as you're seeing this dip, now this is the time you should be looking to buy Solana. Not necessarily here at 80, but once BTC goes to 38K, we might see Solana at 70 something, 75, maybe 70, maybe even below 70. I don't know, right? But even at this 80 points, this is a very good price to buy Solana at, right? Now, once there was a time on this call I talked about the fear and greed index. I think it was sometime last year, maybe in December. I talked about the fear and greed index. Have you ever thought about why when the market is pumping, right? When you're seeing green candles, people want to buy, right? People want to buy, they don't want to miss out, they want to get on these assets and make profits, right? Before they get left behind, right? So I know so many people that were trying to buy, like I said, buy Solana at 95 or even 100. But those same people now, they would be skeptical to buy Solana at this level. It's just normal human nature. When you're seeing red candles, when you're seeing the market dumping, it's just human nature for you to be skeptical to buy. So if you really want to make profits, if you want to make the most profits, right, you have to learn to condition yourself to take advantage of the market when there is extreme fear. Now there's fear in the market because everybody's seeing everything red. If you look at TradingView, if you look at all these assets, almost everything is red, right? So obviously, everybody or a lot of people, wherever they are around the world, looking at the markets, they are skeptical to buy because in their mind, everything is dumping. Why should I be buying when everything is dumping? Why should I be buying when everything is red? It might even go lower than this, right? But the same people, right? If the market reverses today or tomorrow and Solana goes back to 85, 90, they are still going to take their money and buy when they are seeing those green candles. I don't know if you guys are getting my point. So the best thing you can do for yourself is the money you're going to make from these short trades, look to buy very good assets, right? Emphasis on very good assets and very bullish assets that you've seen in the last 2 or 3 months. You've seen their movements, you've monitored their movements. There's a reason you want to buy them. Maybe they are on your watch list. This is the time to buy them. So I'm going to give an example. I gave the example of Solana. And that example is ING, right? Injective is one of the upcoming blockchains. Like they are making moves. There's a lot going on Injective network. Injective went as high as 45, right? In fact, it consolidated between 45 and 34, 35 for since December, right? Since December, it went above 34K and it has been consolidating above 34K to 45K, right? Now, Injective is at 31. Sorry, I was saying 34K, that's $34. Now, Injective is at 31. Injective will potentially get to 28, 29. But you're going to see that people will still be skeptical to buy at these levels. Why? But you probably bought some Injective at 35. I bought some Injective at 35, around 35, maybe even 38. I bought some Injective around this level on spot, I mean. So why would you not want to buy it when you see it at 29? It's just psychology, right? It's just these little things, these little psychological points, right? How do I put it? That will help you take advantage of the market more than and make profits better than others. Because others are going to be thinking, oh, there's no need to buy when the market is dumping, right? There's no need. The market will still dump more. We are going to see more red candles. But obviously, the red candles will stop somewhere. The red candles are not going to go on forever. And when the red candles stop, we are going to see these same assets that we've seen to be bullish. We are still going to see them flying back up with speed, right? Because regardless of the dump, the state of the market generally, it's still bullish. If you look at the market, if you look at the daily charts, if you look at the weekly charts, if you look at the monthly charts, let me just go to the daily chart. Does this look bearish? This does not look bearish. This is daily chart of Injective. Does it look bearish? No, this does not look bearish at all, right? Because you can see the crazy pump from around $10 just in October. This went from $7 in October, right? Went from $7 to $45. That's like almost 700% pump. And then we are seeing a small consolidation. We saw some consolidation. Now we are seeing a dip. But in the real sense of it, if you look at it, this dip is just a higher low from here, right? So this is definitely not bearish at all. In fact, look, going by what I spoke about earlier about the golden cross and death cross, this is a golden cross because your 50 moving average is above the 200 moving average. So you can see that this chart, this 1-day chart is very bullish, looks very bullish. So that's what I'm saying. You might see Injective come down to maybe even 27, maybe to this level, maybe even to this level. But like I said, just try to buy these very good assets that you've had on your watch list for a while, that we've talked about, that I've talked about. Try to get them on spot because these assets have the potential to make a lot of profits for you. So another one I will look at, obviously, is Say. Yeah, I was trying to get a short entry on Say, but I don't think I got in early enough. So let me just cancel this. Another thing that I would look to buy on spot once BTC stabilizes is Say, right? We saw Say go from 0.2 in December go as high as 0.86. That's an over 400% increase in less than a month, right? And now it's back at 0.57. So we might see say going to 0.52, maybe even lower than that, 0.44. So what I would just advise you to do is you just wait, let it stabilize, and then the profits you make from those shorts, please rotate it into sports, right? Into sport trades. Get some of these assets on sports that you've been planning to get. But maybe you've not bought them yet, maybe because you didn't have funds or because you wanted. Yeah, that's another thing, because we are waiting for a dip. But when the dip comes, people still won't buy, right? But earlier, maybe in December, when everything was green, they will say, if you ask them why they've not bought this stock, they say they are waiting for a dip. Now, the dip they're waiting for has happened. Are they going to buy? Are you going to buy? That's left to you. So INJ says another one I'm recommending. Obviously, TIA, right? By now, I think I've spoken a lot about TIA and not just buying TIA on spots, but staking TIA in your Leap wallet or your Kepler wallet, right? To get access to airdrops. So TIA is like one of the most bullish tokens in the market right now. So obviously you can see what it has done. Got as high as 20, right? Got as high as 20. Now it's back to 14. So please tell me what is just going to stop you from buying TIA at this level. So it might even go down to 12. I do not know. But if I were you, I would start accumulating all these things. Because once TIA gets to 12, right, you buy it. Once you buy at 12, it goes back to its previous price. That's already 8 times 2, right? That's like maybe the easiest times 2 you can get in the market. These things are just, we see these things over and over and over and over again, but people don't really tend to take advantage of it like that. I bought some TIA around 11, maybe somewhere around here. I bought some more TIA around, I think, 15. So I would be looking to buy more TIA. Maybe if it gets down to 13, or if it gets down to 12, right? So yeah, these are just a few of the assets I'm looking at. Arbitrum. Arbitrum got as high as 2.4. Now it's 1.5. So obviously another good buy opportunity. So you can be writing down these tokens I'm mentioning. I've mentioned INJ, I've mentioned SAY, I've mentioned SIA, and now I'm on Arbitrum. So you can see Arbitrum go to 2.4, right? And now it's at 1.5. There's no reason why Arbitrum will not get back to this 2.4 level. It might take days, it might take weeks, it might even take a few months. I don't think it's going to take a few months, just going to take maybe a few days or a few weeks. Once BTC stabilizes, you're going to see one massive candle, and before you know, these things are going to go back to where they were before. So, like I said, I'll just advise you, the profits you're making from trading shorts, from your short trades as Bitcoin is dipping, you just rotate them into this asset, because all these assets we are talking about are at massive giveaway prices, right? Maybe few days ago or few weeks ago, you wouldn't even have anticipated that these assets can come down to these levels. But now they are at these levels, buy, right? It's as simple as that. Always have the fear and greed index at the back of your mind, right? When there's extreme fear, let me bring up the picture for those who haven't seen it. So it's not like I'm just talking about it. Yeah, so this is the fear and greed index. Images. I don't know if you guys can see, yeah, you can see my screen. So this is the fear and greed index I keep talking about, right? Um, there's the point of extreme fear. There's points where the market is neutral. There's points where there's extreme greed. Then there's this point here where it's greed. There's points here where it's fear. So where we are right now is we are somewhere around this fear and extreme fear, right? So I explained that the best way to make profits, to be a profitable trader. When I say profitable trader, I'm not always referring to futures trading or leverage trading. I'm referring to trading as a whole, whether it's sports, whether it's margin, whether it's futures, whatever. The best way to be profitable as a trader, right, is to buy when there's extreme fear and sell when there's extreme greed. When there's extreme fear, you're seeing red candles everywhere. You're seeing everybody panicking. Oh, why is BTC dumping? What's happening? Why are all the altcoins dumping? Everybody's, oh, what's happening? What's happening? We are going to 30K. We are going to 25K. We are going to 32K. That's the time for you to buy, right? When everyone is panicking and there's extreme fear in the market, to be a very good trader, condition yourself to not have that fear at the back of your mind. Always look at things logically. This is the best time to buy, right? Now, there's parts where the market is neutral, maybe it's consolidating. So that's the area we saw when BTC was consolidating between 40K and 45K for a while, right? That's another good time to buy. Now, a terrible time to buy, right? A very, very terrible time to buy is when there's extreme greed. That's a very terrible time to buy, but it's a good time to sell. So an example of when there's extreme greed is the last few weeks of December and the first few weeks of January, where you saw the market pumping, where we saw Bitcoin pumping. Bitcoin went to 45K, went to even as high as 49K, right? And then everybody was saying, oh, we are going to 50K, we are going to break 50K, we are going to all-time high. That's when there's extreme greed. These things repeat themselves over and over and over again. So in fact, since the point I talked about this, there was a time when there was extreme greed in the market and I highlighted it. So I don't know, some people might remember, and I said, this is a time to sell. And then there was another time when there was a dump earlier, and I mentioned that this was time to buy. And literally the next morning I came and everything had flown up, like the price of everything had gone up. So I'm just repeating it again for those who were probably not around then. Now there's extreme fear. This is the best time to buy. Now you might not necessarily take all your money and start buying stuff. What you can do is you can DCA. DCA is called dollar cost averaging. So if you look at the price of an asset, and let me go back to the chart. If you look at the price of an asset, right? This is, sorry, just trying to maximize, yeah. So let's look at TIA. Let me use TIA to give an example of what dollar cost averaging is for those who don't know. So if you look at TIA, and right, we say now we've identified that there's extreme fear in the market, right? And this is the best time to buy. So what do you do? Now you might not want, if you want to buy TIA with $50, if you want to buy $50 worth of TIA, now the best move might not be to go in at once and buy $50 worth of TIA. What you do is you buy TIA at this level. You buy $10 worth of TIA at this level, right? Now I'm just showing you how to dollar cost average. You buy $10 worth of TIA at this level. Now you wait again, you set an order around here for another $15 worth of TIA, right? So if TIA comes to this level, it picks your first order of $10. If it comes to this level, it picks your second order of $15. So altogether, how much is that now? That's $25 worth of tier. Then what you now do is you come to this level, you set your final order, here for the last $25 worth of tier. So what have you done now? Now you've bought $50 worth of tier, but you've bought at different levels. So what happens is, why this is important is because you might want to buy tier at this middle level, but you don't know if it's going to get to this level, right? And you don't want to miss out on buying it now when there's extreme fear in the market. So you started to buy here, right? But now there's a scenario where tier doesn't get to this middle level, but because you've bought at this level, if it starts reversing, even though you don't get the quantity you want to get, but you're fine because you've bought some quantity, right? Alternatively, if it gets to this second level, yeah, that's better for you because you bought here and you bought here. So your average price of your buys would now be somewhere around here, right? When you buy at these two levels, your average price would come somewhere around here, this middle point, right? That's fine. So now you also remember you also set another order at this lower level. So if it comes down to this level again and picks your order, that's like awesome. So now you've gotten your $50 worth of tier, but you got them all at different levels. So now your average price could be somewhere around here, right? Your average price could be somewhere around here of your 3 buys, of the 1, 2, 3 buys you've made by dollar cost averaging. So your average price would now be somewhere in the middle. So this is just an example. This is a simple way to dollar cost average, especially when there's extreme fear in the market and people are scared to buy. So if you don't want to take all your money, all your $50 or your $100 or your $200 and buy the assets at once, what you do is you buy, you go to a lower level, you set your order, go to a lower level again and set your order. So that's just a simple way to dollar cost average. So like I said, extreme fear. Now you should be looking to buy, right? Buy on spot, not on futures, because the market is not good enough for you to start longing anything at the moment, in my opinion, except you see an asset that is like very bullish. So the other side of it is extreme greed, right? I mentioned if you really want to be a good trader, if you want to make the best out of the market, you have to learn and condition yourselves on how to buy when there's extreme fear. At the same time, you have to condition yourself to sell when there's extreme greed, right? Now, I mentioned when there's extreme greed, you're all over Twitter, you're all over Telegram, you see people saying BTC is going to 50K, BTC is going to 49K, BTC is going to break the 50K resistance, we're going to 55K, we are flying up, everything is flying up. Everywhere you look on the charts, you're going to be seeing green candles, green candles, green candles. Now, if you had bought when there was extreme fear, now you now go to when there's extreme greed, you realize that you are in massive profits, right? At that point of extreme greed, that is where all those people who were scared of buying when there's extreme fear, who were screaming, oh, I can't buy now, the market is bad. Those same people are the guys that are going to be coming in to buy when there's extreme greed and when there are green candles everywhere. It looks, I don't know, it sounds crazy, right? But if you really look at it objectively, this thing happens every single time. Like, if we can wait for next week, this thing will happen again. The week after that, this thing will keep happening again. Those people who were scared to buy when the market was red, they are still the same people who are going to be coming in with their money to buy when the price of assets has gone up and where everything you're seeing around is green candles, green candles. So now BTC is 38K. Some people are going to be scared to buy. Those same people that are scared to buy right now are the same people that are going to be coming in to buy when BTC is 43K, 44K, 45K, even 49K, right? But you that you bought when BTC was 38K, now imagine the kind of profit you're going to be in when BTC is 43K, and these other people are coming in to buy, right? When BTC is 45K, more people are coming in to buy. 49K, more people are coming in to buy. But you already bought at 38K. So you're going to be in massive profits. What you now need to do is to discipline yourself, right? Don't be listening to everybody saying, oh, we are going higher, oh, we are going higher, we are going to this, we are going to that. At that point, when the market is green, discipline yourself to sell. It's as simple as that. Sell, take your profits, right? Now we're in a bull market and there's like potential for massive upside, right? So I won't advise you to sell everything like when we are back to extreme greed and everything is flying up. I won't advise you to sell everything. What I would advise you to do is to start selling partials, right? Maybe take 10%, sell 20%, sell maybe even 50%, depending. You're the one that can decide this based on what you bought, what you expect it to get to, your profits at that level. So you're the one that can now decide, oh, do I want to take 10% profits, or do I want to take 20% profits, or do I want to take 50 or 75% profits, right? But ensure that at this level where there's extreme greed, you sell, right? Sell. It's as simple as that. I don't know if my explanation made it very complex, but it's very simple. It's as simple as when the market is red, buy. When the market is green, sell, right? Yeah, so that brings me back to my original point where I was saying that right now is the best time to buy some of these assets that you've been looking at, that you've had on your watch list for a while. This is like a perfectly awesome opportunity for you to buy. So the profits, like I said before, the profits that you're going to make from shorting the market, just take it to spot, buy some assets with it, right? I think there are some other assets I wanted to recommend. Let me see. Let me see. Let me share. Yeah, let me share. So it seems like some alts, they had like, I don't say recovery, but just some small uptrend. So there's an opportunity for a lot of buys, right? I'll try to wrap this up ASAP so I can get some short setups for us to still get into. So another thing, I think I recommended TIA, I recommended ING, I recommended Arbitrum, and I recommended Say. So another thing I would recommend, I've talked about it before, is KDA, right? KDA, I've mentioned it before that in the peak of the last bull run, KDA got to 20. Now KDA is at 0.9. It got to 1.57. It got to 1.67, in fact, 1.65, right? Now it's at 0.9. It's probably going to get to somewhere around maybe 0 here. Probably going to get somewhere around 0.8 if BTC keeps dumping. So KDA is another thing I would strongly recommend that you look to buy it on spot with your profits. We've seen Audi, yeah, massive dip here. Yeah, but Audi got to 90, right? So if you see Audi getting somewhere around 40 something, please try to pick up some, even if it's a few dollars, just try to pick up because it's going to go back to 90 for sure. It's going to go back to 90. It's one of the biggest assets like around the BRC ecosystem. That's the Bitcoin ecosystem, right? So it's obviously going to go back to this level it was at before. Also look at picking up some ACAM on spot. ACAM is actually strong. We've not seen any big dip. It's just 0.47. It got to 0.77. So if it gets to somewhere around 0.45, 0.41, look to buy. Like I said, you can always DCA dollar cost average your way into some of these tokens, right? remember, big picture, we're in the bull market. Price of assets will still skyrocket. We'll see price of assets go up times 5, times 10, times 20, times 100. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to get some of these very bullish tokens at their current prices or even lower, right? StopPep going to as high as 2.2, and then it has gone down over almost 50%. So it's another one I have my eye on, and then last one would be SATs. I'm actually shorting SATs right now, but when SATs gets to this very lower level, I would look to buy like 0.02 ish, 0.002 area. I would look to buy some SATs on spot. Right? Yeah. So I think I've spoken for long today. Let me hand over the mic to digital so I can look for more short trades that are going to print. Yeah. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to unmute your mics or just type it in the chat box. Yeah. So digital, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, you really spoke, for a very long time, and I believe all those who are here have actually benefited and learned one thing or the other. All right. If you are in that group of joining, those who are fearful when you should be greedy, and then those who are greedy when you should be fearful and all of that, you need to switch position right now, okay, to be able to take advantage in this space and make some money for yourself. Okay, guys, so I've been focusing on now. One question I want you guys to ask me is why I keep shorting this multi. Bro, can you just open that multi token on your chat?
Okay.
Yeah, though plus or minus, I'm still in profit anyways. Okay, because I don't normally target all those 100% stuff. At times I close at 10%, 15%, 5%, and all of that.
Wow.
If you check from when we saw this token at 1.65, this token has been up by more than 15%.
Wow.
But the thing is, even with the high funding rate right now is around 2.2% for this particular token. And I keep shorting it, and I don't know why. And it's still pumping up. It's still going up. Okay, it's still going up and up and up. So I would have taken advantage of, longing this token, and that would have been massive profit, seriously. Even with a 10 or 5x leverage, this would have been massive profit. All right. And I'm just trying to find out why they pump. Okay. I'm just trying to find out why they pump. I can't really, let me use Twitter again and see. Seriously. So that token was just, despite every other thing that BTC is doing and all of that. So that's what I was saying, that if you look at some of these tokens, okay, with low market cap and all of that, you will definitely be amazed at the kind of pump that will be happening in the market. So for this particular token, it's just 32 million, right? 32 million as market cap and all of that. It's not even up to a billion. It's not even up to 100 million. Right, and all of that. So definitely the pump is just manipulation that is going on right now, because it will definitely start dumping, at certain levels and all of that. So yeah, but I hope nobody got burnt in that token. Nobody, tried to do, something that will get you out of the market immediately. All right. So yeah, basically, guys, if you have questions, go ahead and ask a question. But if not, I think we are okay for today. All right. If you have questions as regard everything my boss has talked about and all of that, you can go ahead and ask your questions. But if not, if you're on the Zoom, raise your hand and, or mute yourself and ask your question, or use the chat section for all of your questions, guys. Okay, so if there are no questions, I believe we all understood. I think there are some chats here. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so the list of the tokens are there, so you can take advantage of it. Okay, no questions, right? If there are no questions, guys, I think we should call it a day here because I need to equally look at some tokens that I can scalp today for some profit, and then make some video tutorials for you guys too. Okay, so yeah, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being here. And for those of you on YouTube, just join the Telegram using the link in the video description. Okay, so on the Telegram, we can continue the conversation there. For those of you who want to learn and all of that, if you want to enroll for the next, trainings and all of that, just join on Telegram. All information will be posted on Telegram. And then when that is posted, you can actually join the class. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Trade safe, and whenever you get signals on the group, take them with tight stop losses. Okay, take them with tight stop losses. And from what I've been doing with this particular token, if I've not been scalping them, okay, then I would have, gotten burned long time ago. But because I'm just targeting 10, 5% move and all of that, it has been working for me. I've, closed like how many positions, more than 10 positions, okay, for this particular trade that is pumping, okay, for this particular multi-token, I've closed more than 10 positions, okay? So just imagine, even if it was $1, $1 was making per position and all of that, okay? You can imagine how much that would have given me. But in most cases, I make more than that, depending on what I use as margin on the trade. It's quite risky. Don't try it if you don't understand what you're doing. All right. Thanks so much, guys, for today. Yeah, pay attention to the Telegram group. All signals will be shared there and all of that. And as the boss have said, whatever token you want to hold for long, most especially this one he listed out, okay? Start looking for areas where you can buy. ARB, nobody believes that it will get down to 1 point. I think currently at 1.5 or 1.6 or there, but nobody believed it to get there because it was at 2 point something before and all of that. And this was a token that was even less than $1 few months ago. It was less than $1 few months ago. All right. So take advantage of this. Stop being skeptical when you should take action. All right. So whatever you invest in crypto right now, between now to the next halving, which will be happening a few months from now, will definitely, profit you. So the dump now is an opportunity for you to buy. All right. The dump right now is an opportunity for you to buy and all of that. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day and enjoy yourself. Trade safe, everybody. Okay. Don't go and blow your account. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.